This is a contest where Democrats are saying, essentially, we have to destroy democracy in order to save democracy.
And then when you have this leftist judge that says that Mar-a-Lago is worth $18 million.
43 years ago, this house was for sale for $20 million. And then I said, this cannot be a real story.
We want to keep him off the ballot. We want to put him in prison. We want to bankrupt him so he can't become the president. Is it the American people who get to decide by their vote?
Say it isn't so. Mar-a-Lago is worth $20 million back in 1981. Hey fam, welcome and welcome back to One and Done. Today we're going to go on a little journey with Joe Rogan, Chris Rufo, and PBD is going to jump in with a few facts that we need to know about. Now, if you suffer from TDS, this might be a little tough to watch, but if you're wearing your kahunas today and you want to come on this little journey with me, I welcome you. Just want to say a huge thank you to the supporters out there who are subscribing and watching the channel, commenting, liking, and sharing. Let's continue the love. If you want to help a brother out, help me get to the 1,000 sub club. Don't forget to like, smash the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and share this video far and wide. Now come on this journey with me with Joe Rogan, Chris Rufo, and the team on the PBD podcast as we take a close look at the deep state, Donald Trump, and that TDS deranged New York judge. And put your helmet on, TDS fans, because some of these facts that PBD has come up with may hurt. Without delay, let's roll that tape.
When you look at the current political landscape, particularly these trials, how disturbed are you by what seems to be this acceptance that people have for prosecuting political opponents? Because to me, regardless of what you think about Donald Trump as a human being and the polarizing figure that he is, setting the precedent of trying your political opponents to somehow or another either put them in jail or make them seem like complete total criminals in a way that would, for the casual, for the person who's not reading deep into the headlines, for the casual Democrat that sees this Trump real estate thing that just happened where he got fined $365 million. The casuals, I've seen people argue, that, fraud is fraud and this, that, and he's a fraud. And then I saw Kevin O'Leary explain it from Shark Tank. He was saying this is what every real estate developer does. They say, my building's worth $400 million. And then someone comes along from the bank and they say, no, it's worth $300 million. We'll give you a loan on $300 million or whatever it is, whatever the number.
It's negotiation.
But also, real estate pricing in general is a strange thing to say that's fraud because people overvalue their property all the time. I mean, it's a standard thing that people do. When someone has a house and it's worth $700,000, they decide to list it as $900,000, and the real estate person says, "Well, it's really pushing it." The guy's like, "That's what I want. I think it's worth $900,000." Like, people have always done weird shit like that.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. He's setting a precedent, isn't he? Prosecuting your political opponent. That might be all right for Joe Biden and the Democrats right now. But flip the script and it happens to them. And things are only going to get worse from there. Now, unfortunately, the leftist liberal media have propagandized the casual viewer. The casual viewer has deep TDS. They're not interested in facts. It's all about the feelings. Orange man bad. And the things he's being charged for are just normal activities in real estate. Yes, we've all done that. We've overvalued our property. It's worth $1 million. The real estate agent goes, you're really pushing it. Maybe $750, we might be able to get $8 for you. But that TDS judge was just simping for his 15 minutes of fame.
Sure. And then when you have this leftist judge that says that Mar-a-Lago is worth $18 million, then you just showed all your silly hands. You showed your hand, because that's a crazy thing to say in a place that has the most expensive real estate on earth.
Yeah, and and the Mar-a-Lago property is not worth $18 million. I mean, that's absurd.
Isn't it like 18 acres?
Yeah, it's huge. It covers both sides of the little, key or whatever you call it, the little island.
That is crazy. That is ludicrous. But in the meantime, one of my favorite podcasters and his panel at PBD has done some investigation work. Now, if you suffer from TDS, you may want to block your ears and look away, because this is going to blow your mind.
This is New York Times, Thursday, July 16th, 1981. Post home for sale for $20 million. A portion of Mar-a-Lago, the Post estate in Palm Beach. 43 years ago, this house was for sale for $20 million. And then I said, this cannot be a real story. Then I went and typed New York Times to see if this article is still public. You can do this, folks. This is the article on NewYorkTimes.com with the date right there, if you can zoom in.
Wow.
July 16th, 1981, okay? And if you get the article, this is about the property of Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach being for sale. So millions by some level was the undisputed quote in Palm Beach society. And today, 7.5 years later, after the death of Marjorie Merriweather Post, a 115-room mansion, which she resigned, she reigned in, is on the market for a regal sum. By all accounts, the Post Foundation is selling Mar-a-Lago, a 70.7-acre estate that stretches from the Atlantic Ocean in front yard to Lake Worth in the back for no less than $20 million, a record-breaking price in a winter, watering hole of the very rich. Is also one of the highest ever asked for residential property in the country. This is 1981. Wow. It took 4 years and $8 million to build Mar-a-Lago in 1927, folks. That's 100 years ago.
Oh my!
And this judge has convinced Americans that Mar-a-Lago is worth freaking $18 million. Do me a favor, go to Realtor.com if you can do that. Just go to Go to Realtor.com and type in Palm Beach.
Now, I warned you. I tried to tell you. That was mind-blowing. 1981, $20 million. And 40-odd years later, they're trying to tell you that it's worth 18. In 1927, it was built for $8 million. No wonder there's no trust. There's no trust in the Democratic Party and the DOJ. Now, if that didn't blow the TDS out of your head, this is about to blow the lid off your noggin. Now, when PBD refers to the other one, he's talking about Mar-a-Lago. Check this out.
Yeah, go to sort by highest price. Okay, and go to that first one. Go to the first one.
That's just land.
2.3 acres for $200 million.
Oh, my God.
You're paying $200 million for that land right now.
That's really nice grass.
Yeah. So go back, Rob. Go back, Rob. If you can go back one. Go back one. Go to the second house.
The view, Pat.
That house is 2.27 acres.
Wow.
Okay, for $187 million. How many bedrooms is it? Go up a little bit to see how many rooms it is. Go up. 11 rooms. 177 rooms was the other one, just so you know, on 17.7 acres.
Amazing investigation work there by PBD. For a bit of grassland, $200 million. Now tell me this ain't so. Tell me this ain't so. How on earth can Mar-a-Lago be valued at $18 million when a piece of grass, 2 acres, Mar-a-Lago is almost 18. This is 2 acres worth $200 million. This has to be Clown Town. But wait on, Pat. Does this math add up? Surely we're wrong. Let's crunch the numbers.
So if we take purely this math, okay, go to the one previous and just do the land. Go to the one previous, Rob, you were in, right there, that one right there. So the other property is 18 acres. This is 2 acres. Let's just say 8 times, okay? 8 times $200 million with 0 property, just the land, $1.6 billion.
Wow.
With the land, with the pool, with the club, with all the inside the rooms, everything. Somebody could, an aggressive realtor could make an argument for $2 billion, okay? They could. Now, somebody who's reasonable could say, well, at least it's worth $1 billion, maybe $750 million. And if you're able to buy it for $500 million, you got lucky.
Now, I'm absolutely blown away. I'm gobsmacked. What are you guys thinking out there? Is this changing your mind? Does this do anything to move the needle for you? I really want to hear from some people on the left. Jump in the comments, let me know, particularly if you've dealt with real estate and land. So the judge deems that this property is worth $18 million, and PBD's just shown us how you could easily get $750 million to even possibly, I know it's a stretch, but $2 billion. So even if that's a stretch and you come halfway back, $1 billion, and come a little further back, $750 million, that's not unrealistic. Damn, this is why trust is completely gone. Why would you even try a case like this? I think we know the answer to that one. That was a rhetorical question.
You should be his lawyer. You just do exactly what you did in the courtroom. It's a done deal. It's a closed deal. Why have they even done something like this?
I don't think they have done something like this. But all I'm saying is I'm giving my basic
But that's basic. You're
argument
not a
for something
lawyer.
like this.
Exactly, Vinny. If PBD was there, this would have been a closed case. Now, I know Trump's appealing, but we all know this is politically motivated. The question is, who's responsible? Is it the bureaucracy?
But the bigger question is the question that was first raised by the presidency of Richard Nixon, that is now coming to fruition with the presidency and the kind of ex-presidency of Donald Trump. We have a democratic system that favors Trump in the sense that he won in 2016. He's winning the primary right now for Republicans in 2024. But you have a bureaucracy that is dead set against him.
Now, I was not a Trump fan. Back when he ran for president, back in 2015, I believed all the mainstream liberal media. I believed he was a racist, this, that, and the other thing. And like many people, I thought lots of things were justified. The Russia collusion, all this stuff. Now, I wasn't into political things back then at all. I only watched what I saw on the mainstream liberal media, indoctrinating all of us. But this guy has been hammered from pillar to post. Until he ran for president, he was super popular with everybody. He's in over 300 rap songs. Now, how would he appear in 300 rap songs if he was racist? He was friends with Oprah Winfrey. He campaigned and made donations with Jesse Jackson when Jesse Jackson was running for president. The claims are just ludicrous. Just like this one here with Mar-a-Lago. But Chris Rufo's about to cook, so let's let him do it.
And the rhetoric amounts to a very odd claim. They essentially say, we want to keep him off the ballot. We want to put him in prison. We want to bankrupt him so he can't become the president, even if the people support him. We want to deprive the people of making the decision. So you want to take it out of the realm of politics and into the realm of administrative justice or the criminal justice system,
Right.
and adjudicate it in that way on bogus pretexts. I mean, the cases are bogus. And so the question that we're raising is, who actually rules in this country? Is it the American people who get to decide by their vote who represents them in the government? Or is it the permanent bureaucracy that has accumulated so much power?
The more I see, the more I am convinced of this bureaucratic state, the deep state, the swamp. They really are taking everyone for a ride. That's one of the reasons why I absolutely love Vivek. He came straight out and he called it out. 75% of Washington, D.C. going to be unemployed. They'd have to go get real jobs instead of being in positions and jobs that society no longer needs. And then, of course, when they've got nothing to do, they go and find something to do. And if they can come and get Trump, best believe, well, you know what he says. They're only coming after him because he's in the way. They're really coming after you.
Is a contest of how we think of our democratic system. And I'm of the mind that the people should decide, not the bureaucracy. And this is a contest where Democrats are saying, essentially, we have to destroy democracy in order to save democracy. Democracy has very different meanings in the two usages in that sentence. We have to destroy democracy as we've traditionally known it, electing a president through a vote of the people, in order to save democracy, which is ruled by expert opinion, ruled by the bureaucracy, and essentially left-wing hegemony, left-wing domination over institutions. And as someone who tries to maximize whatever I can do to push forward on these issues politically, it's not lost on me that if they can wipe out someone like Donald Trump, you know, we're all table stakes relatively.
Yeah.
And they're going to have no hesitation because once they cross the Rubicon, metaphorically speaking, you know, that's when dissent becomes a crime.
It's funny, the people that are claiming that they want democracy and they want to protect democracy, they are acting super undemocratic. All Joe Biden's competitors have all been suppressed. Robert Kennedy had to run as an independent. Marianne Williamson can't get any airtime. And there is a huge groundswell for Donald Trump. And even for people that don't really care that much for him, the left lunatic policies have pushed everyone towards Donald Trump. Where do we start? There's a laundry list. Well, you can look at the right in front of your eyes, the injustice justice system, open borders, inflation, homelessness continues to climb. People's cost of living and living standards have dipped since Joe Biden's been in office. And hey, we haven't even touched on the global wars that are going on at the moment. People don't want any more wars, fighting, bickering. They just want to get on with their lives, put food on their tables, and work.
This is a contest where Democrats are saying essentially, we have to destroy democracy in order to save democracy.
Chris Rufo is 100% right. The Dems are saying we have to destroy democracy so we can save democracy. Yeah, I know, it doesn't make sense. So I know people are going to jump in the comments, they're going to say, you're a Trump fanboy, blah, blah, blah. Now, I've got nothing against Trump, and I'm certainly not a Trump, I like Trump, but it could be Trump, could be Vivek, could be Ron DeSantis. Who are the best options we have right now? Joe Biden ain't one. He probably doesn't even know or realize he's an option. But his cronies behind him keep pushing him out on stage, making him look like a clown. That guy needs to be retired. This is getting embarrassing. And they try and compare his 3-minute speech and his fluffs in his 3-minute speech compared to Donald Trump's 2.5 hours. And check Donald Trump's work rate. He's in and out of court. He's on the road. He's speaking in front of tens of thousands of people. And he's handling this like a boss. Everything they're throwing at him, he's like, bring it. I love this country. Bring it. I don't care. Keep bringing it. It's only money. Here, let me put these shoes out. Bang, sold out. Oh, you think Mar-a-Lago's worth 18? Here, let me sell it for $2 billion. This guy is a top G. Joe Biden is corrupt. He sold his country out. Now, this is just my opinion. I'm not representing anyone or anything. But from what I've seen and what I know, those Democrats and the bureaucracy behind them have sent this country down the drain. It's salvageable, but you need someone in there that's got the drive, the work ethic. You need a businessman. You need a leader. You need someone that's going to inspire the nation. Oh yeah, he might say a few things that you're not happy with. He might tweet a couple of words that you're not happy with. Big deal. What was that line? Grab them by the kitty cat. But you guys had no problem when Bill had, Monica down there, not a problem. And it's funny how people say, yeah, but that was in the past. That was in the past. Yet they bring this Stormy Daniels garbage up. How many years ago was that? Like 10? I'm not sure. 10, 8, 10, whatever. That was in the past. And it wasn't illegal. And far more ethical than what Bill Clinton did in the White House. Not to mention, Trump is one of the only presidents that's gone in with money, I think 3.7 billion, and came out of office with 2.6. Whereas Obama went in with 3 mil, came out with 72 mil. What the hell? Career politicians, they can be bought and sold. They owe favors left, right, and center. Donald Trump's come in there and he's got money. He doesn't need money. Who needs money after 100 mil? The guy's worth at least 2.6 billion. Maybe Mar-a-Lago's worth 3/4 of that. He didn't even take a wage when he was president. He donated it. Now, I'm not saying he's perfect, but ask who is the best option right now. Now, went on for a bit of a rant there. Now, please leave your comments and thoughts below. I know my lefty friends are going to be jumping in there, jumping up and down. I'll welcome you. Come, bring it. So that's it from me. So thank you for tuning in. Now, if you want to help a brother out, help me get to that 1,000 sub club. We're moving quickly. Don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe, ring the notification bell, and don't forget to share this video far and wide. We need to get it out there, folks. So let's do it. Catch you in the next video.